This is the American Lair Show. Thanks for coming. If you dress real prep, you might like this. If you dress real fresh, you might like this. It's like this. It's like this. This is the one and only American Lair Show. Today I'm talking to My Pony Lifestyle. You know him as the Duke of Mecklenburg, the Purple Label Prince, the balloon. Nah, I'm just kidding, man. What's up, Theo?
What's going on, Dave?
Man, sometimes I play too much. What's really your name, man?
My name's Theo.
You go by anything else?
Man, go by Lord Theo, Purple Label Prince, Duke of Mecklenburg.
Hold up. And what does that mean? Where'd you get that one from, the Duke?
Well, where I live in the QC, and it's known as the Queen City, Queen Elizabeth. And then there was a Duke of Mecklenburg, which is the county for Charlotte, which is Mecklenburg County. So I just picked up one. I just rolled with the Duke of Mecklenburg.
All right, it sounds kind of cool. It's pretty fancy, but if any of you heard the episode we did together, the American Lairs, you'll see why this guy is able to carry such a fancy and distinguished sounding name. He's a Purple Label Collis slipper collector, and a Ralph Lauren collector in general. He does his thing. This is a guy with one of those complete wardrobes. I don't think he has any holes in it. And today he's gonna kick it with us. We're gonna talk about the past, the present, and the future as far as fashion goes. Let's give him a bit of a recap. In the last episode, we talked about your collection. How deep is the collection?
How deep is the collection? I mean, it's looking back to where I first started collecting 6 years ago. I mean, I've accumulated a lot of garments over the past 6 years, and so many garments. I mean, I can't even fit it in one closet. Like, it's just impossible.
Mm-hmm. And I think one of your specialties is the Ralph Lauren collar slipper.
Yeah, of course. That's always have had a love for footwear, and being an RL guy, I just love the Purple Label collar slippers.
Okay, yo, is that collection still growing?
Yeah, it's going every day. Last time we talked, was at 29 pairs. That was about a year ago. Right now, I'm at 35.
Damn.
So I've picked up a few pairs since we last talked.
Okay. You swindle any kids to get them?
Nah, man, just trying to claim kids on my taxes,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, if you guys didn't hear the last episode, one thing stood out. I guess I'm judging you, Theo. The way you acquired one certain pair was kind of, I don't want to say underhanded, but cunning. It was a bit cunning. Yeah, give us a rundown of how that happened.
You talking about where I gave the kid like $80 for a pair of shoes?
Yeah, you felt good about it, huh?
I did, man. He needed the money to get another pair of kicks, so I helped him out.
Yeah. Well, that's real business right there, y'all. Take that as a lesson. Sometimes we feel bad about selling something or busting a certain transaction, but if you helping somebody out with their need, I guess it's all good.
Yeah.
All right, so we didn't have time to get into where you keep all these clothes. I know you're not just throwing them on the closet floor, because you pretty particular with everything. A man with that sort of collection has a certain setup for maintaining and storing, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm I guess you can kind of say, I'm kind of OCD. I'm very particular about where I place things, always knowing where everything is. And when my collection started growing, getting dressed out of a closet every day, I mean, you got to dig and you got to move stuff around, and it's just, the more you get, the more crammed your closet gets. So it's like, you know what? I think it's time to where I can take this bedroom and just turn the whole bedroom into a closet. So I ended up doing that, and I had to kind of structure, come out with a blueprint on how I was going to make this happen, and just rolled with it.
Mm-hmm. Where did the aesthetic inspiration come from?
I love to shop. I love to shop and buy RL. I love going to the full retail stores, and I love going to boutiques, little vintage boutiques, little thrift stores, and things like that. And or should I say, an upscale resale store. And I just wanted to turn this room into like a mini store. Like I wanted to have everything hanging or neatly folded, and added decorations around it to make it feel like I'm walking into a store, mm-hmm. and not just a bedroom. Just like pictures and different props and things like that, I should say.
So it's all about the full experience.
Yeah, trying to relive that experience, kind of like what caught my attention going into a Ralph Lauren store, that attention to detail that got me hooked on the RL brand.
Mm-hmm. What sort of standout pieces do you have in there? Like, what's in your dressing room that you wouldn't find in the average person's dressing room or closet?
Man, mannequins. I got like 4 mannequins in here, or should I say, rigs. I got 4 rigs in here, and they're dressed. They dress for the season. As the season changes, their look changes. Right now, we're transforming into the winter stage. Since we're in winter now, they're going to be taking off their fall garments and switching over.
What about the saddle?
Horse saddle. So just going into the full retail stores. A lot of times in the Ralph Lauren stores, you'll see the old English saddles hanging up. So I was like, you know what? It looks pretty cool. Let me pick one of those up, and found one on eBay and just went ahead and put it up, give it that full aesthetic like I'm in that Ralph Lauren store.
Yeah, that sounds cool. You and I, we were actually at a Ralph Lauren store together, maybe a few times, and the effect is like you want to stay. Nobody's in a hurry to get up out of there.
No, nobody's in a hurry. We went to New York. We went to Madison Avenue that first time, and I think we was in that store, Dave, like 3 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, we was in Madison Avenue at the Rylander Mansion at the flagship store, and we was in there for like 3 hours. I mean, it's like a museum. It's like you just want to take everything in, and
Right. Now, we talked about Black Label and Purple Label clothes.
Yeah.
Right. Would you say are those your favorites?
Definitely.
Okay, so what you doing now that Black Label is gone?
So basically, Purple Label and Black Label, like those are like my go-to lines. Like I love them. One, because it's a look that you're not going to see on your everyday person. Like Black Label, for those that don't know, Black Label was an extension of Purple Label. They had like it was like a modern high-end with a casual and semi-formal look. So it was like sporty, casual, like sophisticated dressing. Mm-hmm. It was real laid back. Like the colors were just like black and whites and grays, and they discontinued that line. And it was one of those lines that the pieces to obtain those pieces. I mean, it was like, one garment might run you $300-$400. So they discontinued the Black Label line, and when I found out, I was like, this is my chance, because I only had like 1 or 2 Black Label garments before they discontinued it, and for like a period of 6 months, like I was just buying nothing but Black Label. Like I'd call like every store in the U.S. that carried Black Label, trying to figure out who had a size 36 in jeans, or who had like a medium or size large in shirts, and trying to snatch up a few ties here and there. So it was like very unique pieces that were just so expensive, and by them discontinuing the line, I mean they marked the sale price like cheaper than what they typically would when the season changes. Mm-hmm. Now, so it made it obtainable for me.
Let me ask you this real quick. So you knew that Black Label was coming to an end, and you jumped on those sales early. So if I'm trying to grab Black Label now, aftermarket, will I get hit in the head? Is it too late to get a deal on some Black Label?
It's not. eBay is going to be your best source of getting Black Label. You get a few people, a few sellers who have it used. Like they just got a pair of jeans, and they want to get rid of it for like $50, $75, $100, and then you got some people that's got it brand new with tags. And I saw a pair of jeans actually the other day that I really wanted. They were like $200, and I was like, I'm gonna just wait on these. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I got other pieces I want to cop, and they ended up selling in like 2 days for $200. But it was a very unique piece of denim. Like it was some moto denim jeans, and it just depends. It's what the person wants to pay for it, and what it means to them.
Mm. Any predictions for which line will shut down next?
Everything is pretty much, shut down. Where the company stands right now, Purple Label is pretty much going to stay. And for those that don't know, Purple Label is the signature men's collection. Specializes in like luxury tailoring, and the garments are pretty much made in Italy. So that's the high end. That's the runway line. And then there's Blue Label, Polo, and then they're going to keep the double RL, from what I understand, and you got RLX Golf and Polo Golf. So that's pretty much what the company's moving forward with.
They get rid of Sport again?
Yeah, so it's funny you mentioned that. So, Polo Sport came, it went, it came back, and went back out the door again. Polo Sport seemed like it don't know if it's coming or going.
Yeah, I saw it at I think Dick's Sporting Goods or Modell's, something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just, I guess it seemed like it didn't work too well, and it didn't take off, and I wasn't a big fan of it to begin with, because that new Polo Sport wasn't the old Polo Sport. It was like gear that was pretty much made to work out in, and it just didn't bring back those memories from the 90s or the early 2000s. It was just like totally different.
Yeah. Things change, huh?
Yeah, times change, things change, customers change. Business models change, and hopefully it's all for the better of the company.
Right, I'm sure it is. You're gonna remain a collector.
Oh yeah. To the day I die, I'm always gonna be loyal to the RL brand. Definitely.
But if it wasn't RL, what would it be?
You know, it's funny you asked me that. I've had actually a couple people ask me that. One was actually like last week. My coworker asked me, it was like, "How come you don't wear Tommy or how come you don't wear J. Crew?" And I was like, they're not on the same level as Ralph. And it's like, there's no other brand that can draw me in and say, you know what, I'm only going to rock this brand. You know, I probably wouldn't even care what I'd be wearing. Like, you know,
Wow.
I'd probably wear the same old stuff, and, you know, like, I probably wouldn't care to shop, wouldn't care how I look. You know, I wouldn't really care about what brand it is. Like, you know, it'd just be anything. But
wow,
because Ralph is here and, like, Ralph's not going anywhere anytime soon, you know, I don't have to worry about that, luckily.
That's cool. That's cool. That's something we always talk about. Certain brands, for us, it's Ralph. Certain brands just wake up something inside of you. The designer, the creator, kind of taps into your imagination, just grabs you and keeps you there. He's a collector. I'm a bit of a collector. You know, we on this ride. If you watching this, you might be a collector too. So thanks for watching American Layers. We're going to chop this thing in half and come back with Theo, the Duke of Mecklenburg, for part 2 in a second. So get us a like, a thumbs up, share it, drop a comment. Dave_money3 on Instagram, and Theo, you are at
my_pony_lifestyle.
Follow us and catch us on the next one.
Once again, thank you for allowing me to share my obsession with you. It's been great. I can be reached at dave@americanlayers.com. Be sure to hit me up. Catch you next episode.